Example 2 on page 596, solve this equation. 5x squared minus 8x equal to 3. We learned about quadratic formula in this section, and we use quadratic formula to solve quadratic equation. So this is a standard form of a quadratic equation. Ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. A is the coefficient of x squared, b is the coefficient of x, c is a constant term. So when you're using this quadratic formula, make sure you know a, b, c, because when you know it, you can apply this formula, which is the quadratic formula. So the solutions of this equation is negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c, and then everything divided by 2a. Okay, and a, b, c came from the quadratic equations in a standard form. So for this example, we have 5x squared minus ax equal to 3. We're not given this equation in this form yet, in the standard form yet. So make sure you're rewriting this equation in this form, in this standard form. So where all the x squared, x term, and constant on the left hand side, only 0 on the right hand side. So to get 0 on the right hand side, I will move this term to the left, or remove it by subtract 3 on both sides. Okay? Simplify, we have 5x squared minus ax minus 3 equal to 3 minus 3 is 0. Now we have the right hand side equal to 0. Let's recognize which one is a, b, and c. And then we can use the formula, the quadratic formula. So a is the coefficient of x squared. So x squared is this. So coefficient of x squared is 5. So a is equal to 5. What is b? b is the coefficient of the term that has x. So what is x? X is here. So coefficient of x in this case is negative a. It's not a, okay? It's negative a because the formula applies for plus. That means you have negative 8 times positive. That's why you have negative 8 here. So b is negative a. So make sure you see this. This is plus. The formula is for plus, but we got negative here because plus times negative simplify. That's why you have negative 8 here. Okay. So what is c? c is the constant term. So the constant term here is negative 3. So c is negative 3. Again, c is not 3. The formula we have is positive c. We have it here, we're given here negative 3. That means c is negative 3 because plus times negative 3 simplified is negative 3. Okay. Alright, so we have a, b, c. Now we're ready to use the formula, the quadratic formula, to find the solution. So x is equal to negative b, which is negative of b, which is negative 8 here, okay, plus or minus square root of b squared. So b is negative a, so negative a squared minus 4 times ac, so 4 times a times c. So what is a? A is 5 times c. c is this, which is negative 3. Everything else divided by 2 times a. a is 5. Okay, so make sure you simplify this formula. You're not done yet. Negative times negative is positive 8, plus or minus. Negative 8 squared is 64, minus, now negative times this negative is positive. Okay, b2 negative, multiply, you get this positive. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. Let's see, 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 3 is 60. Okay, 2 times 5 is 10. Simplify, we get 64 plus 60 is 124 divided by 10. Now because 124 is not a prime number, so make sure you simplify this radical. So let's factor out 124. 2, 6, 2. Because 2 times 62 is 124. You can factor further to 31. Because 2 times 31 is 62. So 124 can be factored to 2 squared. Because there are 2 times 31. So I will replacing the two factors of 124. In this 124 here, I would get 10 here. A plus or minus 124 replaced by 2 squared times 31. Okay. I'll continue from here. To go from here to here, I get A plus or minus. Now, you can split this square root to 2 squared times square root of 31 divided by 10. Okay? And then you can simplify this to A plus minus 2 squared. This factor 2 has the exponent 2 matched with the K index 2. That means you can simplify this radical to 2. And because 31 you cannot factor any further, you leave it inside the radical. So let's say, now you're not done yet. And you looked over, you have A, 2, and 10. So that means you still can simplify because all these values are even. So that means you can factor out the 2 on top. Okay, you get 4 plus or minus. Factor the 2, remaining is square root of 31 divided by 10. And these two values can be simplified. So you would get 10 divided by 2 is 1. So 1 times 4 is 4 plus or minus 1 times square root of 31 is square root of 31. And these two cancel. 10 is left with 5. Okay? So the answers are 4 plus or minus square root of 31 equal to 5. And this is x, okay? Two values for x. Let me see how this is presented in the book for the answer. 4 plus or minus square root of 31 divided by 5. So this is the answer. So you can say 4 plus or minus square root of 31 divided by 5 are solutions, okay, to this equation 5x squared minus ax equal to 3 using the quadratic formula, and we obtain the two solutions. And if you want to check, you can substitute each x into this equation, simplify, you should get the left hand side equal to the right hand side.